Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're gonna do another makeup review. As you can see, I already have my full face done, which means the only thing left to do is my eyes. And now, I guess without further ado, we are gonna present the palette that I'm going to use. So today's video is going to be a review of Jeffree Star Cosmetics Bloodlust palette. I'm so excited to play with this. Now, Blue Blood, of course, is my favorite probably out of all of them, just because blue is my favorite color. But you cannot deny how pretty this palette looks, like from a design standpoint, as well as like how the eyeshadows look. I haven't used it yet. I've only opened the box just to make sure everything was intact. I haven't taken off any of the film, any of the plastic. So let's just jump right into it. So when you open up the box, there she is right there. Now, there was a little piece of like film on there just to protect the crown. I did take that off because it was kind of sticking to the top of the box anyway, so I'm just like, whatever, throw that away. But this is it in all of its velvet, soft, purple, beautiful glory. And we're just gonna pull it out and then open up the palette so you guys can see what that looks like. Now, I'm gonna have to find a spot to put this behind me somewhere. So we may have to boot some things or move some things around, but this will be displayed as well. All right, and here is the palette. So let's just jump right in and open it. Now, I have looked at it, like I said, but I haven't touched anything. So we are gonna do that together. And here we are. I haven't taken the plastic off. I haven't even taken the plastic off the mirror, which honestly to me is like the best part of opening up any new product, whether it be like technology or makeup. I love peeling off the plastic. It's like orgasmic. So let's just take this off first because we want to get rid of her so we can see these shadows in all of their glory. I'm going to show you guys real quick here just so you can get a good view of it, hopefully. And now I'm gonna take my first look. Ooh, they're so pretty. Now, there's a lot of different variations of purple from, you know, a very lilac bright purple to a violet dark deep purple. And of course, there's other shades that are super complementary of the purple, you know, tone in this palette. And I think it's great. I know a lot of people were complaining that there wasn't enough purple or the purples didn't look vibrant enough, but truly in person, they are like amazing. And I think that once you guys get this palette, if you guys do, you'll see that for yourselves. It may not look as good on camera as it does in person, but it is truly beautiful. Now the moment I've been waiting for, we are gonna peel this off. Ooh. Ta-da, and now you guys probably see my setup. Oh well, it's kind of messy. Who cares? Oof, there is me. This is a huge mirror too. This is definitely, I think, the largest mirror Jeffree has ever done. I know the Jawbreaker palette is obviously larger and it's got a bigger mirror, but this one fits my whole egg shape, whatever, oval head, and I think it's great. And now, you know what? I think we should just shut up and dive in to the eyeshadow. Now, I've already primed my lids with a MAC Painterly Paint Pot, so we're not gonna have to deal with that. And we're just gonna go in. I don't think I'm gonna really lay down a transition shade. If I did, I would most likely use this shade here, Monarchy. But I think we're just gonna delve right into the purple. We're just gonna go for it. And I think I'm gonna use the shade here, High King, and we're just gonna put that in the crease. Before we get started, barely any fallout, and this brush is coated. So that is really nice to see. Especially with a palette like this, I feel like it may be harder to keep clean. This material right here feels really soft, but I feel like eyeshadow kind of like right here, Monarchy was leaking out a little bit, is gonna stick to it really well. And especially once it hits the velvet, I feel like this is gonna get covered in eyeshadow. So I do like that there's not a lot of fallout already. All right, let's put this on the lid. honestly, it blends like super effortlessly and it goes on super pigmented. And I know that purples and reds are very hard eyeshadow colors to create in terms of like making sure you get a really nice, rich, like luxe pigment. So I do have to say, he did an amazing job so far. Let's do the other eye. Okay, so now that High King is laid down, I am going to take this shade right here, Deviant. It's a very, got an eyelash on there. It's a very lilac-y bright purple, and we're just gonna use this to kind of transition up further towards my eyebrow. This one, there is a little bit more fallout on this shade. It's perfectly fine. I already said my piece about fallout. All right, so now that that is laid down, I'm gonna go in with a clean brush real quick and just make sure that everything is buffed and blended together, and I'll be right back. All right, so now that that's done, we need to go in and darken up the crease. Now, I was thinking about doing a entirely purple look because obviously this is the purple palette. So I was thinking about going in here to Blood Queen, but I think maybe I will stick a little bit of that under the eye. And I think for the inner crease, you know, deepening and the darker corner, I'm gonna go in with the shade here, Dungeon. It's not black as it may come off on camera. It's like a really, really deep, rich, almost like plum, like a really, really dark plum color. So it is still in the purple realm. So we're gonna stick that in the outer corner and then use that to deepen up the crease. And I'm going in very lightly with this because I don't want to make this look super crazy, which obviously it's purple. It's not necessarily for everyone. This is probably not your gonna be. This is probably not your gonna be. Yeah, this is probably not gonna be your go-to everyday palette or your go-to everyday look, but it's definitely something for the people that are, you know, really in love with makeup and really love exploring and trying out new colors and new styles and new things. And of course, there are obviously shades in here that you can do a neutral, muted down purple look, but that is not what we're going for in this review. And so far, all the shades are working beautifully. They are blending amazing together, which, I mean, can you really expect anything less from a Jeffree Star palette? So far, I have Conspiracy, I have Blue Blood, and I have Jawbreaker, and none of them so far have failed in terms of blending. The only thing that's failed in terms of that is my skill level. But I think this is turning out really nice so far. I'm happy with it. And like, I will also say, blue, purple, they're not easy colors to work with. Like, I have a really hard time with Blue Blood, you know, making the look good, I guess, in my eyes, and making it look like not super crazy. And it's just because they're bright, vibrant colors. They're not, you know, they're not for everyone. They're not necessarily for the people who have never played with makeup before. You may want to stick with the reds than the nudes just to get some practice and then move up into colors like this. But of course, this palette came out, and even though my skill level may not necessarily be there to use it, I'm gonna do a review, and thus this video has to be made. All right, we're gonna go in and do the other eye real quick. All right, I'm gonna go in with a clean brush real quick and blend this out. But as you guys can probably tell now with the color on my eyes, you can definitely see that it's not black. It is definitely a purple color. It may come off black on camera, but like I said, in person, it is a very like deep, dark, rich plum color. All right, so now we're gonna do the under eye. I was gonna go into Blood Queen. I'll probably swatch every single shade on my arm after the video, just so you guys can all see it. But I think for cohesiveness with this look, I'm just gonna stick with Dungeon and I'm just gonna smoke out the under eye. And that way there's not like this weird kind of difference between here, and that way the smoke kind of looks a little bit better. I feel like if you use the same color on your outer crease to smoke it out and the under eye, when it connects, it just looks a little bit more cohesive, at least with the way that I apply my makeup. For other people, it looks amazing when they do something different, but for me, it looks better when I use the same color. So we're just gonna dip back into Dungeon and we're gonna smoke out the under eye. All right, now that that's done, I'm gonna take that clean brush again that I've been using this whole time and just go and kind of smoke that out and blend it up a little bit better. All right, I think we're ready to put something on the lids because I think we're lacking a little bit of brightness. And I'm really excited to try these new colors. Now, I kind of wish, because I think this one and this one are the new like glitter shades. I'm not positive if this one and this one are. I'll probably use one of these two as a highlight because I didn't put a highlight on, but I think for this look, I think that this shade, Beauty Sleep, is gonna look the best on the lid. I would go with the pink one, but I feel like I should just stick with the purple shades, and I think that Beauty Sleep is bright enough to make the lid kind of pop. And then Executor, I definitely want to swatch for you guys to show you because it is super pretty. It's like a black, but it's got like pink purple reflex glitter in it. I don't think that's gonna work in this eye look, but I'll definitely swatch it for you guys. Yeah, I think this is definitely the right option. It's like a purple with like a lilac purple with like a gold, almost white reflex on it. I think it's definitely gonna be bright enough to bring some pop to the lid. Yeah, that is definitely the brightness that we needed. We are just gonna pack it on here and just glow to the gods from our eyes. Ooh, wow, that is so pretty. I don't know how well it's translating on camera, but in person, I'm actually really proud of what I've gotten so far with this look. Just because purple and blue are not easy to work with, and typically when I use Blue Blood, I can never get it to come out like the way I want, but so far with this, it's looking amazing. Now, you can only go in with one layer, right? That's just as beautiful as this, but I want it to really pop, so I'm just going in with a couple more layers on here. I just want it to really stand out and really show, because that purple is so dark and beautiful that if I don't have anything on my lids that's bright, it's just gonna overshadow the whole thing. And especially once I put on, you know, mascara and, you know, some eyeliner in there, we definitely need some brightness to this look. Wow. Honestly, this is so freaking pretty. I really like this shade. Now, I think just for fun, I'm gonna dip into Betrayal a little bit, and I'm gonna use another clean finger, and I'm just gonna go in and kind of put this on the outer corner glitter part, just so it has like a dark to light glitter, but only a little bit. I'm not going crazy, because it is a little bit on the more magenta-y purple side. And I know that the rest of the look is almost like really deep purples. So we're only gonna put a little bit on there, but it's just kind of like a little transition from the dark crease part to that. I could have done the black glitter, but you know what? I didn't want to go too ham. And I think that looks really nice still. Oof. But we do definitely need something under the eyebrow. I feel like we're missing something right up here. So I think for under the eyebrow, we're gonna dip into Beauty Sleep once again, and we're just gonna get a little bit on here and just kind of highlight up underneath my brow and bring some brightness up there too. That's not just skin tone. And then I think we'll be done with the eyeshadow. I mean, we'll have to put on mascara and eyeliner, but I think we'll basically be done. And then we'll dip into one of these new formulas for the highlighter. And then of course, we'll swatch something. Or all of them, sorry. Something, nothing. We'll just swatch everything. All right, so eyeshadow is done. I'll be right back. I'm gonna put on mascara and eyeliner. We'll come back, we'll do a highlighter, and then we'll swatch everything, and then we'll end the video. All right, mascara and eyeliner is on. I had a little mishap on this eye. I accidentally poked it, started crying, it made a mess, and we're back. So I also realized I didn't put anything in the inner corner. So we need to do that before we can do highlighter and move on to the end. Because typical beauty guru fashion, I messed up something. I'm kidding. But yeah, no, I messed up again. Because, you know, that's what I do in all of my makeup videos, right? I mess up. So, but yeah, no, I messed up again because that's what I do in all of my beauty guru makeup videos, right? So, let's find... We're just going to go in with Beauty Sleep again. It's like the brightest kind of purple shade that I want to stick with for this. And we're just going to put this in the inner corner here. Tuck it over and under. This honestly, this shade is so pretty too. Like, I would use this as the highlighter on my face, but I really want to try the new formulas. So we're gonna do that. I didn't get anything else from the Bloodlust collection. I didn't get the Extreme Frost. I don't have any of those. If I had that, we would definitely use that. But since I don't, we're just gonna use the eyeshadow palette because it's so versatile and you can use whatever you want for whatever you want. I'm still a little watery down here, so this isn't applying the best, and it's kind of like just dripping with my tears. But yeah, pretend it looks all right because I don't think it looks terrible, and I think that inner corner highlight definitely helps the look too. We definitely were missing that, and you know, I forgot it in typical Jordan fashion. All right, I think we're ready for the highlight. So I'm just gonna take this big Morphe brush, and I think what I'm gonna use is, I guess the pink one, just because it's the brightest. We're not gonna go super ham, we're gonna go light, but we're gonna dip into this with this big brush, and oh my God, there is so much glitter on there. I hope it's focusing. We're gonna bat that off a little bit, and then we're just gonna go in and brush this on. Oof, oh shit, beach. Oh my God, beach! Oof! Yeah, no, this looks really nice. And it's not showing up like super pink, which is good. I didn't want it to be like super ham crazy. Now, I'm gonna go in and probably dilute or mute it a little bit because it is a little, like a little heavy-handed, bright, crazy. But it's definitely a good shade for the rest of the look. It's not too pink. So it does work. All right, I tried taking a clean brush just to kind of like dilute it and diffuse the highlighter a little bit, and I think it worked. I think it looks okay. But we're done with this look except for a lip. Now, I didn't buy any of the purple lip set or anything, so I have red and I have blue, and I figure we can try and mix them together and see if we can get a decent color. If not, I may just put like a kind of nudish color on there and we'll call it a day. But let's do a little bit of a science experiment. So if I take a little bit of unicorn blood, and we're just gonna do this on my hand and hope it works. So if I take some unicorn blood, which is kind of one of the most red shades I have from Jeffree Star. So if I take unicorn blood, oh, it smells so good. And then I take diamond and put this next to it, and then mix them together with a lip brush. Let's see what I can accomplish. Is it gonna be purple? Oh yeah, it's kind of like a mauvey purple nude. Honestly, this would work. This will work, yeah. Okay, so we're gonna go in with this, and we're gonna call it Unicorn Diamonds, or Diamond Unicorn Blood. I don't know. We're just gonna make up a new shade for Jeffree. So we're gonna put this on. Honestly though, I think the color works. Like, this kind of purple shade definitely kind of almost matches that dark plummy color that we did in the outer corner and to darken up the crease. So it honestly works. I'm not mad at it. All right, so we're just gonna put a little bit of diamond juice on there. Since, you know, we mixed unicorn blood and diamond, I figured diamond juice is probably gonna work out just fine. All right, we are at the end of the video. I promised you guys swatches, so that is what we're gonna do real quick. I'll just swatch basically every color on my arm here. Hopefully I can fit them all for you guys to see. And then we'll give my final thoughts. So I'm just gonna real quick swatch everything and then I'll show it all to you guys. So give me 1 second and I'll be right back. All right, I've swatched everything. Now I'm not the best swatcher and the placement isn't the best, but let me show you guys real quick here. So this is every shadow in the palette. And I think my favorites are definitely Vile Serpent, which I didn't put on my lids, but I do love that one. Beauty Sleep right here. It's that kind of gold one that we put all over the lid. And then High King, which I believe is this one right here. Those are definitely my 3 favorites from the palette in total, but all of them are swatched. Sorry, it may not be the best angle to see them. I thought that I was honestly doing them on a surface and they would all show up, but I guess I should have gone more up here, and yeah, so everything's all twisted and whatnot, but it's a cool DNA strand of beautiful eyeshadow. Alright guys, that is it for this video, and that is it for our review of the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Bloodlust palette. Honestly, his formula is still amazing. It blends beautifully. It honestly is super pigmented. It shows up when you need it to. It's subtle when you want it to be as well. You can build it up, you can layer it down. It doesn't matter. His eyeshadow formula so far has never let me down. I don't have blood sugar yet. I have blue blood and I have bloodlust. I still have not gotten blood sugar, so I need to get that one and do a review. I know the palette's really old. Most people aren't gonna care, but I've never played with it before. I've never even touched it, never swatched it, none of that. So I definitely want to do that, and maybe I'll do, if I get them all, I'll do like a Trinity look, like the Blood Trinity, and we'll just do like colors from each thing and just do something super wild and crazy. Not quite positive yet, but we'll work on that. But anyway, I would definitely say that if you have the ability to, I know the palette's sold out. A lot of people are doing giveaways. I'm doing a giveaway for a palette. So if you have the ability to get your hands on one, whether it's for free for a giveaway, you have the ability to buy one still, or you borrow one of your friends, I would definitely say to do that, because this is a super beautiful palette. I know the purple may be really scary to a lot of people. There are other shades in here, like we talked about earlier, that you could totally do a more subtle look. But if you want to experiment and you want to try color, go with Jeffree Star, go with Blue Blood for blue, go with Bloodlust for purple, and just, you know, build your experience and just take it there. Because bitch, you've got the ability to. If I could do this, you can do anything. Thank you guys for watching. I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.